But that's what I just said. I said 5 or 10 years later, you're going to come up with something because as time grows, we grow. So this idea that you come up with, you're saying that a wife shouldn't be able to tell her husband because it's going to interrupt what he's doing.
She should tell him that up front. I don't think you heard me. That is something that a wife, if you're going to be joining your lives, right? His goals and your goals should be discussed up front. Up front.
But I said go. So I got that. But what I'm saying is, so all right. Let's say you're married, right? You had kids, all the 9. Y'all are almost millionaires, okay? Your kids and you and your husband. Something pops up, let's say with one of your kids, and you come up with this brilliant idea, Shark Tank style, right? I'm just saying, Shark Tank style, you could probably get a deal. All right. You're saying that you won't even mention it because it's going to interrupt the husband's goal. I'm trying to understand what you're saying because everything is not going to be the same. Like as
you just brought in kids.
Our ideas to make money it changes. So let's say I'm gonna use Anton, if you don't mind, Anton. You see how let's say he started at a certain period. As he gets older, his money grew. Was he doing the same thing 20 years ago? Was his wife doing the same thing 20 years ago? She probably got knowledge as well, and it helped write his purpose. But you saying that a woman can't come up with something 10 years later as if time goes on and to bring it to his attention, be like, hey, I think this will be great. What are you saying? I don't get that.
I'm not saying that she can't bring it to his attention. I'm saying that if you trust a man, then you're going to trust his leadership for the life. Now, if y'all have for you guys' life, if you have kids and an idea pops up, then that's still going through the man. You're not just going to just do because you just feel like doing.
Guys, listen up. As you get older, the best way to continue to look young, exuberant, and vibrant is to continue to take care of your skin. That's why I'm excited to have Teej Hanley as a sponsor of today's video. You heard me talk about them before, and you're going to continue to hear me talk about them because I believe in their products and the positive impact that they have on every man's life. Teej Hanley makes taking care of your skin so easy. They provide you with all the products you need and nothing that you don't. Every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. Lapeef family, I must admit, skincare wasn't always something I always focused on, but since I started using this system, I've seen improvements in the way my skin looks and feels. And you don't have to take my word for it. They have over 5,000 5-star reviews on their website from satisfied customers from around the world. I recommend you start with the level 1 system, which comes with all the basics: a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer, and a PM moisturizer. In addition to amazing skin, members of Teej Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off retail price, the ability to customize your box, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping. And because Teej Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click that first link in the description and you'll get 30% off your first box plus the free gift. Seriously, that's an amazing deal. Even though it's too early, as I often say, it's never too late. Click that link and get started today.
As a wife.
So that's what I was saying. I wasn't saying to
let me get some other people in there real quick and then we'll come back. Let's see if other people can shed some light on it. Hey, B. Taylor, what are your thoughts? I know you've been hearing the back and forth that's going on. What are your thoughts?
I think that every marriage is different. I think it's okay to have separate goals, but it is very important when you are married to have a goal together. You should always have a goal with your husband. You should always have a goal with your wife. It shouldn't just be, oh, I have goals. These are my goals. And then my wife have these goals, because you guys are not aligned anymore. So if you guys are both working towards the same, it's not about, I don't like the whole, oh, his goals and forget your goals, or his goals should only be my goals and whatever goals I had should just be completely ignored. You know, especially if it's a passion. That's how people end up being depressed or whatever, because they never got fulfilled through their other passions. Like, yes, being a mother and a wife is probably part of their passions, but we're not all a monolith. So it's going to look different for each household. I have many married people around me. I was raised by my grandparents, very traditional, married and everything. And one thing that I've seen in all of these marriages, is that they all had a goal together, but then it was like 1 year, you're just like, you know what, I want to concentrate on this goal. As they're building their goal together as a family, they have separate goals, and that's okay.
All right. Anton, you want to shed some light on this?
Yeah, in a second. I know that Bruiser was trying to jump in, so I just want to, make sure that he'd be able to get off what it is that you want to get off.
Appreciate that, man. That's very kind of you, man. He damn sure was about to just say "fuck, Bruce." Oh, excuse my language. Yeah, but secondary goals. I'll say this: a woman's only goal, is to become a wife, and I believe Mr. Lego put that perfectly. Any goals after marriage, her goals should be intertwined with the husband. And I believe Real Precious stated that many times. Personal goals should amplify, the structure and foundation of the marriage. That is just as simple as that. That's it. That's the only goals.
Oh. If y'all go back to the video, everything that she was saying was rooted in biblical principles. Right? Everything that she was saying was based off of, if you do this, then God will do this, right? And that's how I know it doesn't apply to most people, because most people don't align with, or they're not equally yoked. And that's why you see people out here dating based off of what it is that they like, instead of aligning with people based off of a similar path that they're taking. When you're aligned with somebody, and this is again why I say don't date, and just align with people that's in your network. What happens is you then become equally yoked, because it's not a tug and pull. It's not a you got to get on my program. That's not even a conversation that's being had amongst people that are equally yoked, because we both going in the same direction, right? And so me as a man, I'm very passionate about the things that my wife is passionate about, because it's meaningful to her, and it gives her happiness, and it gives her joy, and it allows for her to exist beyond just the purpose of me. Let me say it one more time. It allows for her to be able to exist beyond the purpose of me. Because if you think about it, if the only purpose that a woman had was to be married, then why did he give her a brain, right? Why did he give her fingers? Why did he give her insight and understanding? Why did he give her, a nurturing spirit? Why did he give her the ability to actually be able to learn more and faster, and for their brains to actually develop faster than men do when they're younger, right? There are talents that women have that we don't fully utilize, because we kind of operate like cavemen, and that's how I see a lot of marriages fail, is because they try to put themselves in a box, because they think marriage is a monolith, and they live based off of these principles that was set before us, in which the majority of the people before us was failing, and that's why we find ourselves in the same situation that we are in today, right? And so because she's meaningful to me, my objective, for example, was to create a space, or to excel in life to the point to where I could then fund her initiatives, or do the things, or give her, or enable her to be able to do what it is that she want to do. She don't have any restrictions. She don't have anything that she can't do. And then when she decided that she wanted to explore and then figure out what it is that she wanted to do as far as her passion and things, that she wound up coming back and just working for me, because it was more meaningful for her to be with me, because we were that aligned. We were that equally yoked. And you're not going to be the same way you are when you're 20 as when you're 30, right? And so when you lean into it and say, hey, these are my goals and these are my objectives, your life change and your purpose change as you continue to do the work. You're not going to be the same person at 20 than 30, and 30 to 40, and 40 to 50, and 50 to 60. And the way that people wind up staying together and actually building something meaningful is that they're not looking at each other as cavemen, but they're actually looking at each other as people. And I use her, right? I use her for her talents, and I mine out what it is that she's great at, because her sense of purpose is ultimately to pour into us. But I can't ignore the fact that my sense of purpose also benefits her too. So I'm passionate about her. She's passionate about me. And what our purpose then becomes, it becomes one, but it's only because it's rooted in the same thing.